today. From Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta, Georgia. It's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Falcons team as they enter play. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be...
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Certainly worth noting he's now 1 catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. Second and 11 at the 41. Now back to throw. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. The reception good for 7. It's third down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's got his tight end Pitts complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Second and 10. Back to throw again. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Brian Burns in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead.
Well, we have seen the stiff arm get a bit of renaissance here in recent seasons, and that was pure strength there as he forced his way into the end zone.
And when you think of guys who use the stiff arm so effectively, I go back to guys like Earl Campbell, Walter Payton, some recent guys like Marshawn Lynch. Let's go to the Wayback Machine. Bronco Nagurski, he dealt out a wicked stiff arm.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a glance at the man under center at 6'5". He always demands attention.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29. The numbers for him from a week ago. A boatload of carries. A trip to the end zone to go along with 118 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. On 3rd down, Weston. He finds his man complete. That's Potter. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st down, Weston, and he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. Again, he'll drop to throw. Again, he finds Moore. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off-play action, Weston. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll set him back 5. McCaffrey following the penalty. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on third. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. To throw on third down. Weston. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So here's a first down at the 38. They'll set up to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Now a play fake here on first down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. Hands it off out of the gun. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, they'll try to run it. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. (10-7) our score after one, right here on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I'm guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
They go play action here on first down. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Not easy being a rookie left tackle in this league, and there they got it for the penalty.
Not easy at all. Think about what you're dealing with every game you play. Ostensibly, the best pass rusher is over you on every snap. I'd be a little jumpy myself.
So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception, and that'll make it second down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover it? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Off the play fake, Weston. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Marshall. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. To throw on second down, Weston.
That caught by Trimble. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
It certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Point after try forthcoming. It's good to make it 17-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget about it.
No, don't take him totally out of the game.
Second and 6. Throwing right, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Well, let's see who's faster.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
To throw now on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Falcons on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll drop that down to Hubbard. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. That's going to set him back 5 yards. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, he'll hand this off. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The kick by Bass is good. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Weston. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Weston. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, Weston.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. From the gun, Weston.
There's Trimble, the tight end.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 19. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 36 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll throw now on the final play. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Buccaneers who are out in front. A touchdown run there for Javonte Williams. From there, we'll stay in the AFC North and head over to Cleveland to check on the Browns. And they trail the visiting Bills in that ball game at halftime. The Bills seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh. Check on the Steelers at home at Heinz Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting New England Patriots. Juju Smith-Schuster up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Quick slant, caught by Moore.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on this schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Weston, short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Off play action. Weston to the right side, and he's got more complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Looking to throw. Weston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Now the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A 10-play drive that time. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now.
And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and trying.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball, safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They'll drop to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Brian Burns. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game. And now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Shreds him with a stiff arm. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
51 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000. What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there, and I have no reason to believe he won't.
On 1st down, Weston. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Dixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And they just powered it in right there, Charles. 3 tight ends out on the field. The fullbacks for the defense, they knew what was coming.
They knew, but they weren't able to stop them. They knew they had to meet them with a little bit of force. But on that play, the big guys up front won the day.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at that.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Well, 2nd and 11 now after the loss. He'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. There's DJ Moore as he and the rest of the offense head back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting him, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the 1st down at around the 22. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense.
The throw over the middle, taken in.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And the Panthers will get the football back. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Weston. He finds his man, complete. It's Potter, and he's got this down to the 35.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And a solid run down inside the 30. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll run with McCaffrey, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. The Panthers on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers, 7 for 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Weston.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 20, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41, and the return will stop right around the 25. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
95 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Looking to throw. Weston. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Panthers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch it and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw again.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense.
And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Weston. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Third down, here's McCaffrey. He gets away from one. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Here's the Panthers punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And now here's another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards. The 30. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Panthers,
they continue to cruise as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign.
And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.